From Marvel Studios.
Yeah.
Talk to us, Danny. What do we got there?
We have a whole bunch.
Yeah, that's a lot.
So we'll split this part, Marvel, into two sections. We'll do live action and animated. So we'll start with the live action, which a lot of it is kind of recycled a bit from Comic-Con that they just had a panel for. Obviously, they tried to show off a little bit different things and maybe announce a couple different things. Nothing as big as Doom in Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah.
But so first we had Captain America: Brave New World. Or actually, let me scratch that before we start. They had like a video introducing Kevin Feige by Ryan Reynolds.
Nice.
I don't know if you guys got to see it.
I did not even know that was a thing.
No.
Yep.
It was like a video of Ryan Reynolds like speaking to the crowd, like, "Oh, thanks for being here," and obviously doing some jokes saying that he saved Marvel.
Yeah.
And then
Marvel,
introduced
he's Marvel Jesus.
Kevin Feige.
At that
to
point,
the stage.
did they make $1 billion yet? Did he mention like thanks for making it like $1 billion movie?
It's
It
gonna
may have
be-
been the same day, or maybe the day before.
It's gonna end
But-
up being the highest, like the highest grossing R-rated film for sure.
So that was pretty funny. If you guys find the clip, you could watch
Nice.
it online. So then we get into Captain America: Brave New World. Obviously, they showed off some clips to the crowd. They didn't release another trailer or anything.
I think
But-
they showed similar
clips.
stuff that
Yeah.
they showed at Comic-Con.
Yeah, and then they showed off Red Hulk again. Like
Which I was trying to like not see
closer
more
look.
of, but like
seen it.
the
I've seen the
internet
pictures.
is spoiling.
Yeah, it was
It's
all
like, dude,
over the
shut up.
internet.
Like I didn't want to watch it. See
It
that.
would have been cool to have them like not show that, but
Yeah.
I guess they have to show it
Yeah.
off.
Get
in the-
hype.
Well, that was
gotta
something
sell
that,
tickets.
that was something that I mentioned
Gotta get the
to
butts
you
and
guys,
seats.
like in one of our group chats, where I
Seats
said
and
like,
butts?
Yeah.
I wish them
What did I say?
teasing Red Hulk
You
was
said it.
something.
You said it.
Them teasing Red Hulk, which they shouldn't have done that.
Yeah.
So that way it can create the hype when you actually go to see the movie, because now you already know that, wow, we get Red Hulk finally 7 months, 8 months
Yeah.
before the movie comes out. Not even, it was a year almost, I think, when they first teased them
I mean,
a couple months ago. But
technically, it was not really shown to us, but obviously people are taking photos of it and then sharing it everywhere.
well,
and
no,
everyone saw
the
it.
trailer,
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
from
they,
a couple
they showed
months
it
ago,
for like a split second.
yeah, where
Yeah.
he throws down the shield.
Yeah,
But then we got the face reveal.
yeah. That one should have.
Well, no, he just shouldn't have been shown in
Yeah.
general. I think with some in before or everything leading up to Endgame, that whole Infinity Saga, Marvel did a great job of not revealing too much. They did a good job of just not revealing anything. Like when Endgame was,
Or they
coming
would
out,
reveal fake
they
stuff.
they would reveal fake stuff. Like for Endgame, they
Serpent Society, Psych, Civil War. I remember that. That was great.
Yeah.
Well, actually, that was one thing I wanted to mention too,
Yeah, they
because
just
this
changed.
is now Serpent Society related stuff. But yeah, like with Endgame, like they only showed stuff from like the first 40 minutes of the movie,
Yeah.
and there was still another
Or-
3 hours of movie that we got nothing from. So, which was
Or
great.
I think Infinity War, they had like that famous trailer where it shows them all running at the end,
With the
and
Hulk
then
in the background.
yeah,
Yeah.
that whole scene was not in the movie,
That
and
was
obviously
Psych?
a different like group of characters and like
And it was done
things like that. Like
Oh, I guess it was done kind of. Was there the same scene just with like a different variation?
Yeah,
of
it was on purpose. Like
But-
it was a mind game. I think back then they were probably felt like they could do whatever. Where I think now they're kind of like, we just need to keep getting wins. So like they got to win with
they gotta get
Wolverine
back
and
to
Deadpool.
their,
So I think they got to get back to how they were pre Infinity War,
'Cause
where they
it's
could just
been,
do whatever. Because then I think they're just trying their best to, sell tickets, which kind of sucks. But you have to also remember, we know about that stuff about a Red Hulk, but I think the majority of the audience, they probably have
Don't.
no idea what that was that grabbed the shield at the end of that trailer.
Yeah.
they're like a Hulk and it's red.
They're probably like, why is he red? They probably think it's Mark Ruffalo.
Well, probably, yeah.
So we'll see, but if anything, it just gets, I guess, us hyped about it.
Yeah. And then next up, more news on Fantastic Four: First Steps, which earlier in the announcement, they had they had shown off Michael Giacchino's like main theme of the movie,
which I haven't heard yet, but it's gonna be great because he did The Incredibles. Come on, like that's basically a Fantastic Four.
Obviously, like a retro
Pixar, right?
60s type.
Which again, he knows how to nail. Like, is there anyone else they were gonna pick for this movie? Like, come on, it's the GOAT. The GOAT.
I mean, you just needed Brad Bird.
Yeah. And then they were when they announced in Comic-Con the Fantastic Four stuff, they were saying that they were gonna be filming like the day after.
Yeah, they're still filming stuff. Yeah.
So now in here, when they came to this panel, they showed off like a clip or two of them like behind the scenes and maybe like one like on set photo of like the costume and
yeah. I'm on the camp that I really dig what they're doing with the costumes. It really fits the aesthetic, especially Johnny Storm's kind of looks like an old school like 60s racing uniform, which makes sense for being the fast hothead. Yeah. Again, I like that they're not showing a lot of stuff that they were planned, like stuff they want to do with Ben Grimm, so we can keep that going.
See it,
yeah.
Like in Comic-Con, they showed like a sizzle reel. Which was like sort of footage, but not really. It was stuff that they had.
Oh, like that Ben Grimm's on the dating show.
Yeah, it's stuff that they had filmed for like testing, like chemistry testing with the actors, and they just did it with like random '60s vignettes, and they kind of like put that together, and it was like a couple minute sizzle reel of how this is how it would look like, how this movie's tone would look like, and so I don't know if they re-showed it here, but that's kind of like the only thing they showed at Comic-Con.
I've heard, because I haven't seen it, but I've heard that they also mentioned or showed some stuff from Galactus.
Yeah, that's what I've been hearing too. Whatever. Hey, it's the second. I'm gonna make the second Green Knight reference. Ralph Ineson is the voice of Galactus, so it's gonna be pretty heavy stuff. Just like how Lawrence Fishburne was the voice of the Silver Surfer in the second Fantastic Four movie. And thankfully, Galactus will not be a giant cloud.
Space-eating cloud. Or
planet-eating cloud.
But I'm excited for Fantastic Four. We'll see how that goes. Maybe we'll get some footage later.
We also have Herbie.
That comes out next July.
Guys, we get Herbie, the robot. That's going to be fun, too. Anyway.
And Captain America comes out next February.
Yeah.
Valentine's Day, I believe.
And then we move on to... Oh, they actually showed off some stuff from Thunderbolts, too. Maybe a couple, like... photos of them grouped up, which that has been leaked too.
Oh boy!
Some people have some new costumes. If you want to look into that.
I think I only saw Yelena's haircut, and I'm for it.
Yeah.
Oh, this be short.
Yep. Yeah. It absolutely is.
Ooh.
You can't see me on camera, but I just have this stupid grin and a thumbs up.
Boo.
So yeah, I'm curious for Thunderbolts, and that one's gonna be May of next year. So that's like the big summer.
Yeah, those are the three. Big
1, 2, 3.
Yeah. It's still unclear if they're gonna do a fourth movie later on in the year.
Yet to be determined.
Because it's supposed to be Blade.
It was supposed to be Blade, but
there's only ever gonna be one Blade.
That's not gonna happen.
Yeah, it's like November, I think, with a huge asterisk next to it.
November. Yeah.
No, the asterisk is at the end of
Thunderbolts.
Yeah. Whatever that means.
I want to know. That must be some type of like.
Yeah, they're gonna play on something in the movie.
There's something
and it's gonna
I need more Thunderbolts.
No, it's gonna be like a General Ross Thunderbolt thing. It's like, can we not? But it's like the asterisk because they didn't name themselves that. It's someone else named them that. Yeah, it could have been.
Maybe they reveal
the
at the end
Contessa. The Contessa might have named them that. Who knows?
So then we move on to Ironheart, which I feel like we haven't heard about this show in a while.
Yeah, I didn't know Ryan Coogler is
on the show.
like.
Well, they had Ryan Coogler come out
That's pretty
to
dope.
talk about it, because obviously Riri was in Black Panther 2.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So it was cool for him to be attached to the project. I don't think he's directing episodes, but he's just like part of the creation of the show.
Yeah, still like it's a mini series, I think. So 6 episodes.
They actually showed a trailer though.
At the I haven't seen any of the footage.
But it's not out in public.
Oh, okay.
No,
but
and
I know Anthony Ramos was featured in it prominently. which I'm hyped for. That boy good.
I didn't know he was in it.
Yeah.
Nice.
And he's also the guy who played Han Solo in the new.
Alden Ehrenreich?
Yeah, he's in the show too.
He is?
Yeah,
Cool.
Nah.
he showed up in the
He is?
crowd.
Thanks, IMDb. Yeah, he is.
Wait, Ironheart, was it?
You mean the one dude from Oppenheimer?
The one the 50.
Was this supposed to be a show or a movie originally?
Show.
Show.
The one that
The one that was supposed to be a show that they said they want to make a movie was Armor Wars.
Armor Wars.
But
Okay,
now
never mind.
they haven't
Okay, I don't
mentioned
know
that
why.
movie at all. So
Yeah.
But
it's
I
very
think they're
possible
holding
that
off on
they are either holding off or it's just like canceled.
I need my boy.
Because I was confused with.
I need my boy Don Cheadle.
Iron or armor
Yeah.
thing. Like
Oh snap! Cree Summers in this too in Ironheart also.
nice.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, they had like 4 or 5 people from the cast that show up
Nice.
too, and they were talking about the show. And obviously, this one comes out next year. No date specifically. Maybe
Supposedly
like
it's
fall.
been done for like a year and a half.
Yeah.
Like completed, not
I kinda
not
believe
filming,
it.
like completed.
but they've done post production.
Yeah, it's been
completed
for a
sitting
while.
In
They're saving it
Yeah.
for something.
I guess if they want to do some sort of time.
Because I think they
there's
started
time.
it
Yeah.
soon after they finished filming Wakanda Forever.
Yeah.
Not when Wakanda Forever came out, like after they were filming it.
Yikes.
So yeah, it's been done for a while.
But that's cool. And then one of the big reveals, which we already knew about, but it was just cool to get more info on it. We got Daredevil, and
Yes.
Dude, that could be a whole like,
Daredevil
episode
Born Again.
because this stuff looks hype.
there's we got the 5 main cast members showed up on stage.
Mr. Foggy. Good job, Eldon Henson. Good seeing him back.
The show will release March of next year, so that's what you were
finally.
saying as to
Oh, okay.
what may be coming out around that time.
So let me ask you, Adam, you probably know the original idea for this show was that it was going to be like 18 episodes, and then they
Like
made
a
9 of
whole-
them.
yeah.
Yeah.
Feige looked at it, was like,
No.
"What is this crap? We gotta redo it."
yeah,
And they like fired almost everybody, and then they rejiggered everything and
And then
started from scratch almost.
You bring all these people
well, I
back.
think originally they were gonna do like the 18 episodes, but it was gonna be something else. Like characters were snapped away, or like some
dead.
people weren't returning.
What I heard was that Foggy and Karen died off screen.
Yeah.
And he retired from being retired from being Daredevil. This was what like the rumors were, and that the first like 4 or 5 episodes were like him not
Getting
being
some,
Daredevil, and like
some,
episode 5 or 6,
depressive
he would come back to being
drinking
Daredevil,
Yeah.
and so
Which
apparently
he's done in the comics, like it's just like, oh, I'm just gonna be like a
I
terrible.
get it, but I feel like
but like
that would
in
have been
5 episodes.
But 5 episodes of that is kind of rough.
Right. So I mean, yeah, I guess if it's 18 episode season, maybe you can justify it. But yeah, I think
I'm glad
Feige
they
saw that and was
scrapped
like, yeah, we got to make this different. And it seemed like he's like, hey, the Netflix show was great. Let's just do
Let's
that.
just
Do more of that.
So that's essentially what they did. So my question is, do you know if that's like the new season is going to be 18, or did they like cut it in half?
I think they
No, I
cut
think it
it.
was like 8 or 9 episodes.
Yeah,
10
they cut it.
good. So it's probably going to be 9, and then if they do another season, it'll probably be like the other 9 that they were
Well,
attempting.
they did announce that they are about to film season 2.
Oh, there you
Yeah,
go.
they're already like season 1, season 2, make it happen.
So they
So-
know it's
Yeah.
good.
They know it's
They
good.
know it's good.
Yeah,
Which
and
is good because we'll probably get it soon too.
Yeah,
Maybe
you don't have to wait 2 years.
Yeah,
or-
we talked about like the big 5, right? So we talked
Yeah.
about Charlie Cox,
John Bernthal,
Yeah, that's the big thing. Like John Bernthal,
Punisher's back.
like,
they showed
holy
off
crap.
a trailer, not a
Yeah,
trailer,
Deborah
like a
Ann
teaser.
Wool, Eldon Henson. Yeah, it's yeah. Like, they show like I saw a little bit of that mini trailers. It's like,
But only at the event.
dude,
Yeah.
the tension. I'll just like little means, but the tension that like there's two characters that are just sitting in a diner. Like the tension that's in that scene,
Yeah.
you could tell even from like the grainy footage. Like, yo, this is gonna be really good.
So they also announced that there's gonna be the White Tiger is a character.
Oh, what,
Really?
Enemy. What are the enemies?
Yeah.
Right?
And then also
White Tiger's gonna be in the show.
So we have a
Yeah.
Black Panther and a White Tiger.
Well, you know, if you had played Marvel Snap, you know who that
you know.
is.
I
You didn't.
don't plan on to.
Don't.
So
It's a money
who's the
saver.
other one?
And then Muse.
yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
Muse, but then there's also returning.
Bullseye
My man.
shows up in a clip.
Yeah,
The same actor
in jail.
from
Yes.
season 3?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah,
So a lot of people returning from the show.
So it's just
And-
straight up season 4.
Yeah.
It's just straight up season 4, yeah, because there's no Electra
And apparently,
that we know of.
Yeah, well, maybe.
She'll come back to
We should come back to life.
And then also,
which one? No, I'm kidding.
and then also there was a interview with Charlie Cox. He was saying that they brought back a couple items that they were reminiscing on in the show from the Netflix series. So obviously, all
I
tying
hope it's
together.
the glove and the black mask.
So
I heard that they're gonna be reusing the same theme song.
Good.
Oh my god, if they do.
That John Paisano score.
It's a good
So-
theme. It's a good theme.
yeah.
That dude,
It's
that
simple, but it's effective.
John Paisano, ever since Daredevil had come out, he's been on the up and up. He's
Yeah.
been doing some good work.
So far everything's looking good for Daredevil.
Looking,
they're
he
getting-
can't see. That's messed up. I'm kidding.
Oh my god.
Yeah. He can't see. Why are you ableist?
It's smelling
No,
good
okay.
for Daredevil?
Man,
Yeah.
it's like when I made that joke about the guy rolls up and
Yeah, it rolls out.
Well, when you're talking about X-Men?
Yeah.
was it X-Men?
I think so.
Yep.
They're talking about Professor
X is rolling out.
rolls up.
No, it was something else. I feel like it was something else, but yeah, it was
Yeah,
that same.
I used to
effect.
say is that so John Paisano did Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. He did the
Oh,
music for that.
nice.
He did the Spider-Man games for the Sony Spider-Man games.
Cool.
He
Oh,
also
yeah.
does the music for Invincible.
Ooh.
So you know,
Solid.
Okay.
yeah, pretty cool.
Yeah,
That boy's on the up and up.
The Spider-Man game music is really good.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
And
Extremely
then,
good. All right.
as we move on to the last bit of the live action, it's not really like a trailer or anything, but they had the cast of Agatha All Along come up on stage and do like a performance of a song or like a theme.
I always forget
some
that
sort.
Catherine Hahn can sing.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's
And
like
then I think Aubrey Plaza was also there singing too, and some other cast members.
But yeah, this one looks like a bit of fun. Like it's a good little,
Like a
taste of
Halloween.
Halloween. Yeah, like give me some Halloween stuff.
I believe they did show a trailer.
There is now a full trailer out.
Well, no, so
yeah.
I think.
before this event, I think right before Comic-Con, they released
the
the
trailer.
first trailer. But I think during D23, they showed like a slightly different trailer.
Like an extra.
but just for
flip.
them, yeah.
Gotcha.
I don't think it was widely released.
Cool. So now we'll move on to the animated section, which wasn't done in the same day. It was done the day after,
Right.
at a different panel.
Still hype. Why?
But
You tell us?
Yeah, we'll go into it.
Yeah.
So the first bit of news is What If Season 3. And apparently this is going to be the final season.
I'm cool with that.
I've enjoyed Season 1 and 2.
Yeah.
So I feel like just simple 3 seasons.
Yeah, because season 3 we're supposed to get that Winter Soldier and I think Red Guardian.
Like the tease
that
they
like
put at the
that
end.
Red Guardian like road trip
Yeah.
episode. That looks like fun, but yeah, we got some.
Also,
other
we got
wild
some
stuff,
other
too.
characters that they mentioned on stage. They said Moon Knight will show up, Ironheart,
Let's hope Oscar Isaac does the voice. He probably will.
Shang-Chi, which finally we're getting
Your boy?
something with Shang-Chi, because
Yup.
Is Simu?
I don't know. They
They'd
didn't
have
say,
to.
but hopefully he could show up.
I mean,
and do a
I would
voice.
think so.
And then White Vision. So we'll see. But I think the biggest news was just that they mentioned that season 3 would be the final season.
Yeah,
So
pretty wild.
Interesting.
and then right off the press of X-Men 97,
Yo,
we have
Zach, did
X-Men
you not watch
97
that yet?
season 2.
let's shame Zach for not having watched X-Men '97.
No, I still need to watch the original.
Watch the original.
Just watch 97.
No, watch the original.
Not watch the original. I have to finish the original.
No,
'cause
no.
I started it and I haven't
Oh,
finished
okay.
it. Yeah.
Dude,
I'm still on season.
All I'll say is the final season. You can tell there's a lot of shortcuts taken in and stuff, but
But at least the 3 of us that have seen it, what a fantastic series.
Garbage. No, it was great.
Yeah.
It was great.
It
And then
was
they-
too good.
and they showed some sneak peeks on season 2, right?
Yeah.
and it's not going to be called X-Men 98.
No,
unbelievable.
just season 2.
Missed
don't have to say-
opportunity. Missed opportunity.
Nah,
Unbelievable.
man,
Unbelievable.
you can't judge him.
They did mention. I'm sure they,
Did they say when
showed
it's
some
gonna come
clips or
out?
something.
Is it
So
next year?
all of these animated projects, they didn't give a date, but they said that all the projects will release within the next year and a half.
Oh, okay.
So by the end of 2025,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah.
So
So filler. This is
Yep.
filler.
Yeah, this is
Disney
the filler content.
Disney Plus filler.
Which, hey,
I'm for it if it's X-Men.
I've loved
We're gonna
what-
consider
I've loved
X-Men
what I've-
97
and-
as filler. Oh no,
No, I'm just saying like
yeah.
when they have gaps that
They
they
could
don't
just
have
fill it
something
in.
else, then
Yeah.
this is
they
it.
could do
Which
so
is
much
perfect.
worse.
So yeah, X-Men will
97.
probably be out.
Maybe
when
summer
did it come
again.
out this year? Yeah, it'll come probably
Yeah.
the year later.
This will be like the big summer thing. They mentioned a couple characters that are going to show up. We have Havoc, Polaris, Bishop.
These are
Obviously,
characters in the
Apocalypse.
future.
Like young Apocalypse as well as current day Apocalypse, and maybe super ultra future Apocalypse. If we get there, we're doing Age of Apocalypse
So
and
that'll be-
Danger, which
yeah.
is kind of wild. It's supposed to be the Danger Room, I think, come to life. If I'm not mistaken, I don't
mystical?
remember. No,
So
Watch yourself.
that'll be exciting. We'll get the theme again. Yeah,
Change
just
that
What-
the only thing that I would hope is they make a Saturday release,
Oh,
Saturday morning release, and you're good to go. You got it.
my hope is that they extend the end theme song so it goes through all the characters. That's my hope.
Oh,
I always got mad that it was like they
They got
go through
cut.
the first four and then it just stops. I'm like, but there's more characters to show. It's like they're not showing the full character models.
but yeah, do Saturdays and everyone will be happy. So then the next one, again with Ryan Coogler coming out, we got more info on Eyes of Wakanda. This is going to be a short series. It's only going to be 4 episodes.
but the animation
It's
style
animated.
looks pretty new,
Yeah.
pretty slick though. I think that
Yeah.
short and sweet. I'm cool with that. Not having to
And
overextend
I
itself.
think I heard somewhere, I'll double check now, that they said that this was going to be set in the MCU. So that'll be interesting to see like a animated series set in the MCU. I think that'll be the first one, no? Other than like What If, obviously, but that's like
Yeah.
on a separate multiverse. And then next up we got
This is wild. This
Yeah.
next bit is kind of wild because now it has me thinking like what this is all about. But it's nuts.
we got Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, which they had announced a long time ago.
But they never showed like the animation style.
Yeah.
Like this is like real. Like it throws it back to like Silver Age of comic books. Like
Yeah.
it's really
Different characters, different suits, different
Yep.
you know.
yeah. Because this isn't like because I remember this being billed as like Peter first. Like being in the MCU before he ran into.
I think that was initially
that was initial
how they
idea,
were gonna-
but I hope now. I kind of hope
now
not
they
because-
changed it.
Okay, good because of the extra news that came up.
Yeah, but they kind of like the plot is where you know how like in the MCU he has his mentor of Tony Stark.
Yep.
In this universe, his mentor is Norman Osborn, which they announced Coleman Domingo will be the voice of Norman Osborn.
Very cool.
You know, I'm pretty sure he's something of a scientist himself. I had to.
I remember seeing his name come up.
Oh, he's
a
great.
couple
Yeah,
times
Coleman Domingo's great.
for like rumors that he was joining the MCU.
Yeah,
Obviously,
Kang
it has like a
I would have
Kang.
been like, great, just have him be a Kang replacement.
But I think it would be cool to see or hear his take on Norman Osborn.
yeah,
Maybe that could also cross over later on into as like a.
I wonder if this Norman's still gonna have
Maybe.
the redhead wave that he did in the cartoons and comics. You got the wave.
And I think they showed off also maybe like different suits of Spider-Man. And I think a while ago they had mentioned like Daredevil would show up and some other characters. So
Yep.
that'll be
Hey,
cool
man.
to see.
Street level heroes, roll up.
I'm always down for more Spider-Man content, and this being like an actual like Marvel Studios
Like
Spider-Man
animation. Yeah.
take would be cool because I guess they'll have more free reign because it's animated. They're not stuck with Sony,
Correct. Yeah.
so they could really go all in on kind of like their vision on Spider-Man in a different universe.
Of course. Yeah.
And who knows, maybe that could tie into some other stuff in the future.
Just hopefully not Craven.
And then lastly, we have Marvel Zombies.
Ooh, this is
And
exciting.
They announced, I'm sure they announced before, but they said again that it would be rated TV mature.
Yeah.
So
Not for the kids. I mean, there's gonna be a lot of dismembering and a whole bunch of
Blood
other
and
stuff
gore
going on.
and-
yeah.
they also said it would be kind of like Eyes of Wakanda, where it's another 4-episode like mini series. Which, hey, pretty cool. I feel like because of the 4 episodes, I feel like they might just do like a drop off 4 at the same time.
They might. We'll see. We won't know until because they did that with What If season 2. So
true. I feel like maybe the animated ones, they could do that. Maybe like the X-Men 97 and Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, they could do like a weekly release, but the other 2 maybe they'll just drop all at once.
Yeah.
And like I mentioned before, all of these will come out within the next year and a half. So I'm curious if maybe any of them will come out this year. I don't think so, but we'll see.
Ooh, yeah.
And
solid roundup on the Marvel stuff, Danny.
Yeah, both on live action and animated. I mean, even if you're not excited for all of them, there's one that you're going to be kind of excited for. There's a lot of range in these projects.
Something for everybody.
Sure. Yeah.